Here we are back again, and I just can't help myself. So join me. Here we go. Welcome everyone to Saturday, December 6th of 2025. I am Lady Zelda with True Oracle, and I had a true experience last night, and the energy of Charlie Kirk kind of tapped me on the shoulder at about 3 a.m. this morning, and I've not been able to forget it. I have some questions about Erika, and perhaps a little pot of honey. You know what I mean. So we're going to get started, and I know a lot of you liked the reading yesterday. We're going to do it again today. We're going to see what answers we come up with. I'm going to try to not make this too long. Okay, right, Zelda. Do me a favor while you're sitting right there. Press the subscribe button, click the like button, and share if you think someone else would really enjoy this video. Here we go. I'm going to start off with the House of Zelda Cards. I have an Oracle Lenormand deck, the Crime Shadow. Then I have a Cartomancy, and then a small tarot because we ran out of room. First question. Now I've shuffled all the decks before you came to visit, and we're going to see. Here's the first question. Did Erika, let me see. I'm trying to figure out how to form this question. The cards already know because I can actually feel them, almost a vibration. So, did Erika pretend to meet Charlie or see Charlie in Israel? Was that a coincidence? She says there's no coincidences. I believe that. But did she play that off? Unexpected news. So I think that was a meeting that Charlie felt was unexpected. Let's ask this Oracle deck, and then we'll put the pieces of this puzzle together. Did Erika pretend that this was a coincidence, that she first met Charlie? Did she pretend that? As in, oh gosh, I saw you at the airport in Israel. Well, that's her. The diamond's a communication card, same as the Queen of Swords and the tarot. You always know it's an air element when you see the little birds in the card. So for those of you who'd like to know, and the Cartomancy mirrors, for me, the tarot, because the tarot came from the playing card deck. Here's the pathway card. She designed her own path. She decided to take that path. Was it unexpected? I believe it was for Charlie. I believe that she decided to play that game early on. Did Erika's mother have anything to do with the meeting of Charlie Kirk? And you see that card was like, okay, just hurry up, Zelda. Okay. She was being watchful. She watched him, pulled the curtain back, knew exactly where he was going, kept notes, copious notes. You know, when you see a coat hanging on the back of the chair, that means that someone plans to be there either as an appointment or for a while. And that's what I believe. I also believe that Erika's mother saw some potential with Charlie Kirk. Was Erika either married or did she have a child before she met Charlie. There was a business partnership. Could have been a child involved, but it was a sharing of the responsibility. That's where this comes. Was Erika and a gentleman friend, her mother, and someone from Turning Point at a rally for Trump in 2015? Was that Erika in the back row with a child? Now look, I'm just going to say this. No shade on anyone having children before relationships, having children. That's not the point of this. So I don't want anyone getting upset with me, because look, I enjoy life and life happens and children are a blessing. So it's no shade. What I'm getting at is, was Charlie deceived, or did Charlie know everything? Was that Erika at that last row at that rally? It was looked at closely, basically organized, put together. Charlie's energy has been really strong. And I think it's because I've been thinking a lot about him lately because of this experience. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you briefly about an experience that I had that made me immediately think of Charlie Kirk. This was before even Charlie was born. I'm going to tell you that tonight. I'm going to be live. I'm going to be talking about Charlie, Erika, Candace, Turning Point. We're just going to throw it out there. I might even read a few cards. I've got some unboxings of little gifts to do, but meet me here on this channel at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's New York time. And let's talk about this, because there's some things, unanswered questions. There are some things that I just... Okay. Charlie went into this blindly. All right. Was Charlie aware of Erika's past? I mean, her real past. Now, it is said that she married a gentleman from this Romanian Angels organization. I don't know. It's not fact. I haven't been able to find anything. But I want to know the energy of Charlie. Oh, I think that tells us that Charlie, I believe, throughout this process of his marital strife and Turning Point, the more he knew, the more he didn't want to know, and became haunted, not by his own past, but perhaps Erika's. Was there a hidden agenda for Erika? Now, some of these you're going to know the answers. Let's see what the cards say, okay? Let's give it a chance. Was there a hidden agenda with Erika to take up with Turning Point? Actions speak louder than words, don't they? This is a 9 of diamonds. In my world, the 9 of diamonds, a communication card, means making progress to the end. And remember how she laid over his coffin? That was the first image that I got when I saw this cloak. Now, this card means an abrupt end. It means an abrupt end. Something has come to an end, whether it is a work situation, a situationship, a circumstance, even a life has come to an abrupt end. Wow. Wow. Let me know in the comments. I know y'all like the reading this way. I do too. Did Erika have something to gain? Was there something to gain by being involved with Charlie? And I'm talking about more than financial, I mean situationship. A verdict, a judgment, a declaration. You see, there's an open book there. So Charlie was an open book. There was light shed on it, but there was a judgment there. Perhaps this situation was decided in the wee hours of the morn. Now, I want you to know something. I've been associated with reading for crime and missing persons and whatever. I've dealt with law enforcement in the past. I semi-retired. I think I'm busier now than what I've ever been, but that's wonderful and I love it. But a lot of law enforcement have told me that the decision to commit a crime, and something that is very heinous and horrible, that decision to commit a crime happens at night, when the sun goes down, when there's no light. It almost feels when you're approaching that type of thing that there is a protective veil, that no one sees you, that it's hidden away. People are in bed, their minds are now asleep and closed down, and all the microwaves are down, and you can sit up and you can think things through. So this tells me that there was an open book. The sky's the limit. That is Erika's mother. Before I even got the question out, it was, did Erika's mother ask Erika to pursue Charlie? I think that Charlie was so smitten when he met her, and that happens to a lot of people. No shade on that. Hey, I know. But I think that he was so smitten that he let better judgment sit on the side for a minute. But you know, I believe she was a very good actress. Now, speaking of actress, I've heard her speak many times, and you know how she'll make a declaration and then she'll make a declaration. She'll say it and then she'll say it again. That is like acting class 101, my darlings. Because when you whisper, people have to listen that's much closer, right? You listen closely. When you hear someone whispering, you want to know what they're saying. And frankly, of all things, that tears me up. That just, drives me crazy. Just speak, Erika. You don't have to whisper for the dramatics of it all. I know, Zelda, calm. All right, so Erika was a puppeteer. Was she the puppeteer? I feel, in my opinion, based on the cards, that she was juggling this situation until her ship came in. Was it financial? She was prepared to do this in an infinite amount of times until the situation is right. Let's ask one more. This is a speed round, my darlings. Speed round. Here we go. Was Erika involved, or did she know of a plan before Charlie's demise? There was a man involved. We know that. Did she take a part? Did she have a part in this? Did she play a part in this situation with Charlie? This Tower card in this Oracle deck is not the same as the Tower card in the Tarot. This Tarot card, this Oracle card, Tower, means government. Was there an agreement with Erika prior to Charlie by this situation here? Oh my. If you don't have chills now, maybe you should start. Now, this card means a couple of things. I'm so glad you're here because I'm going to teach you the back meanings of these cards that I made. Not only is this, it can have several meanings, but the first thing when someone wants to go to the cemetery and prepare for, what do? You buy a plot. So there was a plot. Sometimes people can dig their own graves. That can mean this as well. But this can also mean something is nefarious. It can mean that there's a plan for a burial. Was Erika financially rewarded for this? There was a triangle, a third party involved. This card doesn't say anything about money, but a conspiracy. Here we go. Zelda, you said the word. A conspiracy can be plotting. 3 people usually are, but that's not the law in my understanding. I'm not a lawyer now. It can take 1 to conspire. But normally in larger sects, SECTS, in larger organizations, it is usually 3 people. I don't know why that is. But 3 comes up a lot with Charlie. We're going to talk about that tonight. Come by. Don't miss this. Last question. Last question of this reading, my darlings. Is Erika sorry that this happened? I know. Oh, wait. Not speed round. Here. Is Erika sorry this happened? She's feeling judgment. But look at this angel. And the fact that the wings go off the frame of this card literally means there's more to it. And there's a divine power that is looking in on this. But you see, these people are raising up. It's like they woke up. Is she waking up to the truth? sometimes I like to call this the discernment card. It is a card in which you can look in and judge and discern. You know how she said she looked over and she thought that Charlie was raptured? Look at this card. These people are coming out of coffins. Now, this is all symbolic. Let's not get excited. Join me tonight, my darlings. That's all I have. I could go on, but let's come by tonight. 7 p.m. Let's talk about it. There are some things we can chat, and as long as we do it respectfully, I'm here. Let's pull some cards. Let's see. And I have some questions perhaps that you can answer. Thanks so much for watching today, my darlings. This is going to be something, isn't it? But yes, we have been talking about the pot of honey. And I don't think it's done yet. This is a pot of honey that I don't think even Winnie Pooh would enjoy. Thanks a lot, my darlings, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.